Hello, all my minions out there in internet land. Today, on this Comic Book Wednesday, we're going to be talking about Invincible 118 and Ultraman from DC Comics. Now, first, we're going to talk about Invincible. This is an interesting new start to the Invincible story. Invincible has gone to space with Adam Eve and their kid. I'm not sure if it's a girl or a boy, but that's what they've done. And to escape Robot, he's taken over the Earth, kicked a lot of the superheroes around, and they just want to get away with their kid. Which I hope this isn't going to end up kind of like Spider-Man, where the writer is just talking about his experience and not really tending to, when Spider-Man was married, not tending to the experiences of the audience. But I trust Kirkman not to do that. Kirkman's Kirkman's good. Anyway, first the art. It has been such a pleasure watching Ryan Otley develop his art. Just get better and better over the years, over the Invincible series. It is amazing. I didn't start reading Invincible right away, but I've read since issue number one, and just it seems like every issue his art is getting better and better, and it's such a pleasure to watch. It's really fantastic. What now that they have this happy life, they're hanging out here in this alien capital, alien city, and I'm seeing shades of The Walking Dead here, which is also written by Kirkman. And what I'm seeing is kind of the high tragedy of The Walking Dead. Anything good that happens is just so it's taken away again. Does that make sense? When they go to Alexandria, it's just so that Alexandria has to be waged, bet on the table every time something bad happens. If they don't lose it, it's just to make you more anxious next time it's up on the table. It's just high tragedy. That's what I'm seeing here, where their comfortable life is only so that they can lose it eventually. For those of you who have been not reading the series, they've shown the regent, and he has been building a army, a very large army of Viltrumite insectoid hybrids, and they are going to wreck Earth and the galaxy and everything. It will be really incredible. It's amazing how Kirkman continues to outdo himself. Really nice to see. Really impressive. But that's what's going to happen. And so the city is going to be destroyed at some point completely. But it's looking more like a soap opera temporarily. And so that's what I have to say about it. Another interesting thing is that Invincible is only 25 cents in print form, and it's free digitally. That's for issue 118. So please go out and grab your copy. It's definitely worth your time. It's definitely worth your time, and it's going to be an interesting place to pick up. Ultraman from DC Comics. This is written by Grant Morrison, and he's doing this whole multiversity thing where some kind of super monsters that are able to corrupt the last monitor and turn them into anti-monitor are invading our multiverse. And Ultraman is really trippy. He's he's a superhero who's made in a comic. He exists in the comic, and the comic ends up being a trap for these monsters. It's not clear if they're getting trapped in there or if they're being killed in there. But it was a very creative story. Grant Morrison is known for creative stories, but this one is especially creative. Just because the main character breaks the fourth wall so much, it's almost like it's second person point of view, not third person or first person. They're not in a Deadpoolish kind of way, but in more of a serious kind of way. It was the art was good. I have no complaints about the art. The first scene, one of the first scenes, where Ultraman is coming out of this ink pool, was very well done. That was very nicely done. Grant Morrison kind of anticipated there'd be a lot of complaints on the egg monster of the thing. I have no complaints about it. It looks very alien, very bizarre, very other, and I think that's appropriate. It's very peculiar. I don't recommend this as a standalone. I recommend that you get the whole Multiversity series or nothing at all, because this is so strange. It's so out there. You're not going to be able to follow any of it, and it's going to just confuse you and waste your money. Although I don't think this is a waste of money with the other Multiversity comics. I think it's a very interesting story that they're telling. These kind of monsters. I think it's very interesting. They talk about the anti-death equation. So, and these monsters are apparently from outside of the source wall. So I'm really curious to see if they start explaining to us what's outside of the source wall, um, what's going on out there. I really want to know, and are there other multiverses? Are these multiverses the Marvel multiverse, or is it the Image multiverse, or is this other copies of the DC multiverse, which I think would be very interesting because I have lots of Elseworld stories I'd like to tell, but I can't. Um, First of all, because I'm not hired by DC, and second, because they've enumerated all the 52 parallel universes, which is an odd thing to do. You don't really want to write yourself into a corner like they've apparently done to themselves. Alright, that's all for this Wednesday. Come back Sunday when we review a movie. I haven't decided on the movie yet, but it's going to be a good one. Alright, guys, thanks, and take care.